Okay, next I'm going to show you how to do the ColourPop assignment. First, you need an image, so go ahead and go to the internet and pick an image. Now, pick an image that you feel would have good color contrast. So, like for instance, I'm going to say, oh gosh, girls with balloons. Or no, that could be bad. I'm going to say children with balloons. Then I'm going to go to images. And I'm going to do this is not bad. I'll do this one. So I'm going to go copy. And I'm going to go to Photoshop, go to File, New. Okay. And then Edit, Paste. Okay, and it should paste your image. Now, let me show you some examples of kind of what I mean when I say ColourPop, so you kind of know what kind of color, what kind of picture to look for. Classes, graphic design, Photoshop, text, nope, that's not it. Colors, ColourPop. Okay, so here are some examples of ones that I've done in the past. So you basically want an image that you can have some kind of color pop to it. So you're going to essentially make the image black and white and then have the color. Okay, so find just some kind of image that you feel you could attach some color to. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. So find your picture, copy it, paste it into things. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to duplicate the layer. So just drag the layer down to the little new layer button that looks like a sticky note. And then the top copy, you are going to make it black and white. So up at the top, go Image, Adjustment, Desaturate. So then you should have a black and white layer and a colored layer. Okay. Next, you're going to add a layer mask to this layer. So you can either do it two ways. You can click the layer mask button, which is the square with a little circle inside of it, this one right here, or you can go layer, layer mask, reveal all. Okay, so the next you're going to, okay, so make sure that your brush tool is selected and make sure you have black. What you're going to do, and then make sure you're on the layer that has the layer style. So then all you're going to do, is come in here and you're going to paint over what you want the color to, what do you want to add color to. If you mess up, so let's say I'm painting and I accidentally made a mistake, you can switch to the white and just repaint over that and it'll go back to black and white. So I'm going to zoom in. And I'm just going to paint, and I would go ahead, you can always mess with the hardness. I'm going to bring my hardness up a little bit. And you can mess with the size if you want it to go smaller. Just work with your brackets on your keyboard and you can make it bigger or smaller. Or this will make it bigger and smaller. Okay, I'm just going to continue. If you mess up, you can just undo it or just get the white. You want to try to get as close to it as possible. Oops, I messed up. So I'm going to grab my white, come in here, I'm going to lower it, and I'm just going to erase a little bit. That way I can fix my mistakes. Go back to black, increase the size, and continue painting. I'll go back and fix all that in a second. I'm getting kind of sloppy. So obviously you would want to take your time a little bit more and not be so sloppy as I'm being. Okay, so remember, in order to get back, I just changed it to white, and I'm going over what I want to hide. I'm going to undo that and just read. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I do the strings. Okay, remember, I'm changing the size of my brush by hitting the brackets on my keyboard, or you can change the size right here. Okay, so if you need to make the brush bigger or smaller, and obviously I would probably make it a little bit even more smaller, because you don't want the blue that I got right here. So obviously I made my brush too big, but I'm doing it so you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm doing a rough sketch, so make sure yours is a little bit better. Than pay more attention to the detail in yours. Okay, so that's a rough outline. So then you have a black and white picture with some color pop. Now once you're happy with the color, you can also make the colors pop out even a little bit more. So if you go to your color layer and go to image adjustments, you can mess with like the vibrance, and you can mess with how bright the balloons are. You can mess with the brightness. If I want to make them even more brighter, I can mess with the probably the levels a little bit, maybe. Yeah. So just kind of get them as bright as possible so that they pop. So basically this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to the internet, you're going to find a picture that you feel would have good color pop, and you're going to do exactly what I just did to a picture of your choosing, and then you can turn it in.